So today I'm going to be talking about the gunfight at the OK Corral. Answering the question, was the gunfight at the OK Corral a justified revolt? Before we go ahead and get into answering that question, I have to give you some background information on the history of the city of Tombstone, is where the gunfight took place, and why it happened, and how it happened. So first, I don't know if you guys know or don't know, but the gunfight at the OK Corral was the most famous gunfight ever happened in the Wild Wild West, if you want to call it that. The gunfight took place 3 p.m. on Wednesday, October 26th. This happened in the year 1881. The reason for this gunfight that happened going down was in the city of Tombstone, where it took place, there was conflicts between two groups. The marshals, or law enforcers at the time, or today's policemen would be law enforcers, or marshals is what they were called back then, versus the cowboys. And the cowboys were more of a sporadic people, and they acted, and cowboys' actions weren't always justified, but they spoke a lot when they were drinking, so that's why it was, they said a lot of stuff, and this is how this occurred, in my opinion. Cool thing about this, my grandparents actually live in Arizona, and that's why I know about this. I've been to the location of where the gunfight took place, as well as where their graves are. I'll add a few pictures. Here, let me add in a picture now. The participants in the gunfight were Virgil, Morgan, Wyatt, Earp, and along with Doc Holliday, those were the marshals in the gunfight. And the cowboys being Tom and Frank McLaury and Billy and Ike Clanton, along with Billy Claiborne. The gunfight took 30 seconds and 30 shots were fired. Although there was many involved with this, only 3 died, and they were all cowboys. Frank and Tom McLaury were killed along with Billy Clanton, where Ike raised up his hands and ran saying he was unarmed, while Virgil and Morgan were wounded along with Holliday being grazed. The only one to be totally unarmed that was involved in the fight was Wyatt. The reason being is Wyatt was the only person in the gunfight that didn't move whatsoever, while the cowboys and both marshals ran around in fright while they were shooting in 30 seconds. Wyatt stayed stationary, shooting at the cowboys that were running. And this is one of the main reasons that he wasn't shot, because during a gunfight, those to be shot are those moving, because you see movement more than you see stationary things. So when someone saw something moving, they would shoot at that first. And Wyatt didn't move whatsoever, so he really got unnoticed as the bullets grazed by him. The reason this gunfight went down, though, was due to Ike Clanton. Ike was spreading rumors that he was going to kill the Earp brothers. And because of this, the policemen, the marshals, went down to disarm cowboys.
Come on, get home.
Goddamn kid.
How the hell we get ourselves into this?
You don't have to worry about a thing. I just went over there and disarmed.
You did? Come on, go with it.
Gentlemen, I'm not gonna allow any trouble.
We're here to disarm you. Throw up your hands. Oh, that's not what I want.
Oh my God.
Don't shoot! I got no gun! Please! Don't shoot me! I got no gun! Fight commence! Get the fight or get away! Hey, shut the door! Give me! Damn it! Behind us!
To answer the question, was the gunfight at the OK Corral a justified rebellion by the cowboys, or did it not have a purpose? When I originally proposed this question, I didn't know much on the topic, and after researching it, I feel like it was more a rebellion on the part of the Marshals. So, the Marshals' rebellion have a justified reason? I would say to that question, yes it did. The reason behind that is due to Ike Clanton's remarks saying that he was going to kill the Marshals. But in the question, justified rebellion, I feel like the answer to that would also be yes, because they weren't used to having strict law enforcers, so they kind of wanted to get rid of the strict law enforcers, so the Tombstone, as I knew it before, could have less laws and less law-abiding citizens, which, I mean, made sense for the cowboys, but the right thing was to have the laws that were put in place by the Marshals. Anyways, in years to come after this whole OK Corral, the gunfight at the OK Corral occurred, all the Earps, all the brothers, all three of them, and Doc were hunted down basically by the cowboys because in the city of Tombstone there was a division or a split between the people that lived there because they did not feel like murdering of the cowboys was justified, and they wanted to get rid of the Earps. So there was like a bullseye on the Earps for the years to come, which the cowboys then eventually killed two of the Earps brothers, and the third one died peacefully in Los Angeles in the 1920s, while Doc Holliday died due to sickness. In the end, we got a story of the greatest gunfight ever to go down in the Wild West history, and many movies to go along with it.